Alright, guys, Chelsea have just battered Juventus, and this, for me, is quite a significant game in, like, my opinion on how Chelsea, like, what Chelsea will achieve this season. I now think they're definitely the favourites for the title because more over the past few games they've showed that they can play really good football, and I think that was one of the criticisms that a lot of people had of Thomas Tuchel's way of playing football with Chelsea when they won the Champions League and got top four last season, was that the results were quite good, but it could be quite boring to watch at times. Like there was a lot of 1-0 wins, or you know what I mean. And like obviously the Chelsea's success is built on their defensive strengths, like having three very good defenders at the back at all times. And tonight they were absolutely brilliant, and even some of the players who maybe sometimes aren't even starters played really well. I thought Hakim Ziyech played really well today. Who else? Ruben Loftus-Cheek played quite well when he came on, and even like Timo Werner in the brief amount of time he was on the pitch, he looked really good. But tonight, the star player was one man and one man only, Reece James. He is an incredible player. And I genuinely think it's quite close between who is the better fullback between Trent Alexander-Arnold and Reece James. I think João Cancelo's very good, but I would put Trent Alexander-Arnold and Reece James as my two best fullbacks in the league right now. Reece James is just incredible. The way he took his goal was amazing. It just chests it away from the defender, perfectly bounces onto his right foot for the volley, and got so much power on the volley. Past Wojciech Szczesny. Szczesny didn't stand a chance with that. But in the first half, Chelsea scored through Trevor Chalobah, who as well is looking like a really good player. He's one of those players who I'd heard about, like maybe even 3 or 4 years ago, and like as a really good academy player. But he just sort of went missing for a few years, and this season all of a sudden he's back again, out of nowhere, and he's playing really well for Chelsea this season. And he took his goal like it was he took it like a striker. It probably should have been disallowed in my opinion. Well, it shouldn't have been, but I think the rules like are a bit crap. So technically, according to the rules, it should have stood, and it did. Sorry about that technical difficulty. But yeah, Chalobah's goal was very well taken. Like even if there's question marks over whether the rules are right or whatever. But and that was pretty much it until half time, bar a superb goal line clearance from Thiago Silva. And I mean, Thiago Silva is a crucial part of the success that Thomas Tuchel has had with Chelsea in the 10 months he's been there now, I think it is. Like he's brilliant in the central of defence for Chelsea. Even at the age of like 36, 37, he's got to be now, I think. Yeah, he's brilliant. And in the second half, Chelsea added to their lead, as I said, through Reece James, and then got a third this time through. Oh, who got the third? Callum Hudson-Odoi, yeah. Lovely ball over the top, brilliant touch by Reece James to lay off to Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek then went on a dribble somehow through the entire Juventus defence and laid it off to Hudson-Odoi, who just hit it as hard as he could past Chesney, and that made it 3-0. And all three goals at that point had been scored by Chelsea academy players, which, you know, it is brilliant to see for Chelsea fans and for football fans, I guess, because Chelsea obviously get a lot of stick for spending loads of money, and they have spent a lot, but they are also producing young players, which is, you know, very good to see. And they did get a fourth in stoppage time right at the end of the game through Timo Werner. It was basically a hopeful ball from Reece James. He did really well to shrug off an attacking player, but a hopeful ball out wide to Hakim Ziyech. But it was absolutely awful defending from Weston McKennie, who had just before that made Edouard Mendy make a brilliant save from a half volley. But it was awful defending. Brilliant cross by Ziyech, and well, a fairly simple finish for Timo Werner. And you know, we always say hopefully that goal should give him some confidence in front of goal for Timo Werner, because you know, he obviously it's well known that he sometimes struggles with fairly simple chances. But yeah, Chelsea are looking really good at the moment. They're top of the league, and they don't look like faltering really. They're looking brilliant at the moment, and they're top of their group in the Champions League as well now, on goal difference ahead of Juventus. And yeah, that's pretty much all I can think of that I've got to say. It was an enjoyable game to watch, and yeah, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.